Yo, yo. Just getting back on here because it's been a little bit. I did some traveling to Finland. Food's a little weird, but wasn't too bad. Um, did that for work, by the way. So, anywho, um, back onto some soapbox stuff, some authenticity. Again, some series. I said, truth needs no defense type stuff. Just my thoughts. And I always have these just thoughts. So I was just thinking of some of the weird encounters I've had with some, I guess I wouldn't call them relationships. I guess just dealing with people. And it's funny to kind of be called or seemingly like, oh, you're attractive. I can't be that attractive if it's like, then why are women like, I don't know, like pushed away or weird? Like, I mean, there's the heel ones or real ones. I mean, again, like, I'm not gonna let anybody know. I mean, I might pop off and be married today or tomorrow or something like that. Again, like, never let them know your next move. But is what I've been into in the past. It's just like, it's just weird because, you start talking to somebody, you think you kind of create a connection, but they'd be on some weird shit. So like, so a couple of them, like, I got this weird thing where I kind of notice inner children, I guess. And I guess somehow I trigger that in some people, and not being an asshole or nothing. It's just more so, I don't know. It's like people see it and they run from it or something like, but most healed women, which is kind of not that often, it's almost like I'm the day, like these days, it's almost like dating in these days is kind of weird because it's like they run from health. Like, you get somebody that has healthy emotions, healthy, communication, authenticity, like, but they're want to look like something, like this real falseness of, like, so busy trying to look like something rather than actually be something. And authenticity, I think, scares the shit out of them. And it's kind of like, you can't hide bullshit. Just watching some of these videos where people, like some of these chicks, they'll cheat on their boyfriend or husband and then get mad when they get caught and try to find a way to blame them or something. Like, that's so fucking stupid. But anyway, like, it's just ridiculous. And it's almost like it's like this sense of lying to yourself. It's like that's no authenticity. It's almost like you're allowed to, like, it's almost like so many people are ruled by some weird insecurity or some like idea that it's okay to just be, and especially for women to just kind of like willy-nilly around and like it's okay, and they like label it as sexuality, spreading sexuality, like spreading STD. But yeah, I don't know none of that anyway. No, but anyway, it's like they're this idea that some of them have this idea that they're just like, I don't know, like freedom, but it's a lie. It's actually like, you have been deceived, man. Like, you got these like silly dudes out here, like, it really sucks because, you got these chicks that, they're basically trying to get their voids filled with these dudes and like these like whack dudes, and they're trying to fill voids, and by the time you get somebody that actually has some value, it's like I'm not trying to share my body and shit with some dirty ass, low vibrational ass people, like just nasty. It was like just spreading disease, like nasty. Such a low mentality. And then thinking that, oh, I'm gonna have sex with somebody else to get over somebody else. Like, what kind of dumb shit is that? That's so stupid. It's like, oh, I gotta take this cold medicine for this cold, and I'm just gonna keep taking the cold medicine till I get rid of this because of the cold. Like, why don't you just try to get rid of the cold? Like, and again, like, instead of trying to it's almost like you find people trying to fix a internal problem with external. So I'm like trying to fix solve a internal problem with an external solution. It's not gonna work. You're just gonna end up hurt, and you're gonna end up with all these connections, and like again, like who wants that? Like, again, it's like, and then by the time you settle down or whatever, you're like you're gonna be all worn out and nasty, and I want that roast beef. Like, it's really sad. And then for the guy that just wants to give and love authentically, it's almost like screw them, because it's like they get totally looked over, because it's kind of like, well, it can't be real, or just so used to toxicity, or just this whole self-sabotaging mind. And it's just like, oh my God, it's like today, it just seems like so many people are in this fear and guilt type thing. First of all, God didn't give us the spirit of fear or guilt. So, like, people feeling like that's almost like, Eve, and, instantly putting on leaves and stuff. It's like, who told you was naked? You were deceived. So, anywho, it's almost like, people deal with their daddy issues, and it almost like you got the freedom to just do. So you just screw everything and freaking just get nasty. And then the fact that, people, even allow it, like, it's almost like the idea of love and like real love is like not there, because it's like a guy is just gonna, it's like we're just gonna take advantage, and then it's like sucks in the end, because it's kind of like now you got, somebody that wants to kind of love you or whatever, and then it's like, well, now you got all these connections, and then I'm not about to be connected to some dirty, nasty ass dude that you let hit because of your low vibration. I'm like, that's so silly. Anywho, that's just frustrating. So that's how these women end up with these high body counts and whatever, because they just, again, like, take the time to heal and understand why you feel like you're broken. And it's most likely some mother wound or some father wound or something like that. And it's like, again, you're not gonna, again, it's like screwing somebody is just literally it's like taking a Tylenol for a headache, or, I don't know, like Flex Seal on a leak. It's like, why don't you just fix the problem? Anywho, but yeah, deeper than that, it's like, I don't know, it kind of sucks. But what it does is it leaves, if you actually, sometimes you actually can meet a chick And unfortunately, you see the potential, you see their heart, but because of their wounds and trauma that they won't heal, they'll just throw away everything they got good because of the missing parts that they can't figure out. And it's unfortunate that people think that they're so smart, and it's like, oh, I'm smart, I've got it figured out. It's like, you haven't. And by the time you have it figured out, again, it's like the person you want, again, it's like, have fun with them, because again, like, they're just as kind of messed up as kind of they are by even allowing it. And it's like, yeah, it's just messed up. And it's, again, and then it leads to this nobody's gonna want me type attitude. And it's kind of like, well, yeah, nobody's gonna really want you, because again, it's like it's almost like nobody wants me. And then, oh, not me, but I'm just saying in general, like, that's the mentality of like some of these women out here. And of course, their quick fix is to get their void filled, and it's nasty. But anywho, like, by the time, again, it's like, so you got this mentality like, oh, well, some real guy or somebody that has some value, they're like, I don't want freaking somebody's used trash. It's like freaking third gen Camaro in a damn trailer park. like sell it to freaking, I don't know, trailer park Timmy. I don't know, shit. But anyway, like, and then and he just loaned it out to all his friends. And they just, again, doing donuts in the trailer park, and they leave that nasty shit out on the side of somebody's trailer. It's like no different. And then I get the chicks lie into themselves like, oh, well, I'm spreading sexuality. No, you just spreading sexual STDs. And like, I don't want no part of that. And I've, knock on wood, I've never had anything like that. But it's like, I can see how it can happen. And a lot of it's because people just being on hill. Like, but anyway. So some of the relationships that I've seen some high value, they want to look so high value that they'll run themselves into the dirt. And, thinking that, just to look a certain way, and they get their validation from, again, some get their, again, external validation, like, oh, I got this house and I got this car, I'm okay, I'm nice, like, I look good, this is my value. It's like, okay, so you got a house with a guy, that guy left, because again, you won't freaking really, really open up, and then the type of people that you're gonna find because you think you know what's best for yourself, young ladies, you're gonna find out that they're missing whatever that void. Again, like, if you don't fill that void by actually fixing the gap between your adult self and where your inner child stops, like, if you're, say for instance, if you're 37 years old and you were hurt at 8, there's this big void between 8 and 37. And then, of course, the guilt of all the bullshit that you've done and all the bodies you've collected and all the hearts you've broken and all the selfishness that you've created and all the people you've used and stepped on from the age of 8 to where you're at, the age of, let's just say 37 or something. Or 28 or whatever age. But anyway, the age of where you stopped your trauma, that's where your inner child basically stopped. So some have spent so much time trying to protect themselves from doing anything different to where they basically lock themselves away from their own, like, inner child, and it's like, how are you gonna get that back? But anyway, like it's almost like how you gonna like it's gonna take so much unscrewing yourself because of all the guilt and shame that whatever you've somewhat created. And it's like it's always like you've gotten to this point in life, and it's like it's almost like they've basically screwed around their whole life, and then the last point that they make it to is like, oh, now I want to find God. So it's like you see them in the church or something like that, and it's like, yeah, so they probably got a whole lot of bodies on that thing, like a used car with a whole lot of miles on it, and yeah, and a lot of it is just because again, it's like, heal yourself, get some counseling or something like that, like like once you're ragged out stuff. But anywho, like, but more so, besides that, more so your heart. It's kind of like, you can lie to a lot of people, but but that's typically what happens. Is like, it's just a self sabotage. If you don't change your own mind setting, you're gonna keep self sabotaging. It's almost like this idea that you're not worthy of good is self sabotage. But it's okay to end up with God, because again, once you truly have that, I guess I didn't really understand the relationship with God until I became a dad. It's almost like some people, like if their dad was mean or harsh, or if they seen him as mean or harsh, they're like, well, I can't tell my dad this information because of he's gonna yell at me and I'm gonna spend my life trying to hide it. It's like, well, yeah, your emotional maturity is stuck at 8 years old, so you're a whole ass adult acting like a damn 8-year-old, and you've done that for years. So it's almost like you've built this false, silly ass everything that you've built. You're pretty much from 8 to however old you are. You've built this fake ass. Again, it's like a life, and it's kind of like the foundation is really, really screwed up. And until you break that down and change it, like again, it's like it's fake. It's like that house that you got from somebody because you built that together, like you won't be able to get that on your own. Like again, it's like, so everything you've kind of achieved was just kind of like on a fake, false platform. So it's kind of like, well, where are you going to start at? So you're going to have to understand, like, heal yourself. And you can do it by basically, well, sometimes it's not always as simple as just heal yourself, but get some help. Like, understand that, stop repeating patterns. And then some of the, I don't know how I went off on this, but anyway, just some of the chicks that I've kind of come across in life, I was finding myself like I was not enough, and I was kind of like, man, am I just a horrible person, or am I ugly or some shit? And it's kind of like, no. And even if I was, it's not my problem. It's like, but you deal with a lot of hurt people, and they're not. It almost seems like a lot of them have the same MO. They're super, super pretty, or super fit. You want them to. You think that it's going to be a healthy relationship. It's kind of like, or you want to believe that somebody is a healthy individual, and then they turn out and they're like, nah, they ain't healthy. And they just sit and lie. And they really, like, it's just funny to see a whole ass adult chick lie. I remember we went to kind of like just like lunch, dinner, well, actually breakfast with a chick. And she's like, at one time, it's like, well, yeah, I don't deal with my ex. Like, okay, but like, yeah, you want to have this house and all this other stuff, and it's like like everybody, even the whole adults, they have sex. So it's kind of like, well, where are you getting sex from? It's like, oh well, I don't just talk about it, and I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so you're screwing your ex. Okay, so what about your ex? Like, I'll never let them back in my life. Okay, so you can say something like, would you say a name like Michael or some shit? Like, oh, well, the ex's name is Michael. Oh yeah, I was talking to Michelle, and on the phone. Like, oh okay, cool. Like, I hung out with them last night. Oh okay, and then you're like, then you talk to them the next probably day or so. It's like, oh man, I hadn't talked to Michelle in so long, and we were It's like, you said that, like, it's almost like you're mixing up your lies. Like, get your stuff straight. Like you said, one moment you're like, oh well, no, I was with Michael, and then it was like, I was like, oh, I was with Michelle, and I was like, oh well, I haven't seen Michelle in so long. I can't wait to see her. Like, I thought you just saw her. Like, yeah, now you're mixing up your lies. It's like, just say it. Like, your ex's name is Michael. Like, just say you're fucking your ex. Like, again, like, just be real. But of course we know, because again, it's like. But anyway, it's kind of like, why lie? And again, like, you can be the most generous you can and loving to somebody, but they're like, nah, it's like something can't be right about it. Like, I don't know how to love myself. So therefore, you try to love me and I'm just going to self-sabotage. I don't deserve love. It's like, well, you can be honest, for one. It's like, well, you're going to judge me. It's like, well, you kind of did it to yourself. Like, you're a liar. Like, first of all, you got to be honest with yourself. And then you got people that's like, it's almost like the best way to, I guess best way to determine if, to see if a woman is going to be like faithful and loving, if she'll be a good partner, is if you start just treating her right and loving her right, and watch her freaking break down. And if you genuinely love someone and show them genuine love, like, and just be real and honest and be loving to them, and they're like, they run, or the toxicity is so bad to where it's like, I don't even know. It's like, I don't know. I'm not for this generation, I guess. I'm just a weird person. But I guess the ultimate test if somebody's going to be a good partner is if you just love them right, and then just see how much they run. I guess I guess this video should be called like how to lose a woman in like, I don't know, I guess say 90 days or however that series went before. Just like love them right and like wait till they they'll just run. And like, or they'll lie about it and run and feel like they got to have all these different people. Like, oh, that's a friend. Yeah, okay. And it's like, just admit it. Like, you kind of want to be a hoe. Like, this fake idea of, spreading sexuality or whatever, I guess, like, no, you're just kind of spreading disease. And it's like, you're trying to fill a void of like the attention you didn't get from your father, and then like you're missing like the actual nurture and love you didn't get from a mother, and it's like the Flex Seal slap is basically sex with a bunch of dudes, and like in toxic relationships. So it's like the best test almost for seeing somebody's gonna be a good partner is just kind of like love them right and be genuine in love, and they will actually run, and then they'll get others involved, and because most like others are just as toxic and kind of messed up too. It's almost like now they're looking at you like you're the bad guy. So it's unfortunate if you know love and heal from a lot of stuff, and you try to be right for people. Like if they're not healed or nothing, it's like you're gonna take the blunt of it, and they're gonna look at you like you're the bad person. So anyway, that was, I guess, just, I don't know where that went, but it probably shouldn't have went there. But just the authenticity living is just like, know yourself. Again, the truth needs no defense. Like I've seen all of these things, and it hurts. I mean, I'm not stating now because I might pop off and be married soon or something. Who knows? But again, that goes back to, finding somebody that loves you, and who's healed and who's actively trying to do legit healing work, because of it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good on any chick that doesn't heal, and it's actually bad for guys. So sorry, I guess this probably will get flagged or something, or somebody will get mad, because again, it's like, but it is what it is. It's like it's just me and my thoughts. So, but that's just one. Like, I've kind of come across chicks that most of the time is really just that they don't know who they are because they weren't taught, and mistreat. Like, again, it's like you show people love, and it's almost like they don't know how to take it, and they just self-sabotage. It's like they're not worthy of it. But you see a lot of good guys that want to, some guys out here are legit, and they really know how to love and want to take care, and because of all the toxicity, again, it's almost like if it's, I don't know, it's like people look at you like you're just out playing a game or something, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm too old for games and shit. But again, after being in a marriage for a long time, and I guess I was just like delusional, and I didn't ask for a divorce, and it just kind of, I had no choice. Can't be in a relationship by yourself. And I was blessed with the idea. I was blessed because, again, like, I mean, there was a lot of things I feel like I could have done different. But, it didn't happen that way. But I did walk away with the idea and the feeling of, like, I prayed for that. I prayed for, forgiveness and understanding, like, is this right? Like, God hates divorce. And it was kind of like, well, this is kind of, if you're not on the same page as your partner, and they don't see it, like, you'll be going in circles, and it's like, it'll be one-sided. It seems like every relationship, and I would look, and everybody's story is different. Like, you could say, oh, well, that's delusional. Like, nah, I see the effort, but sometimes the effort is like, it's like not even an effort. It's like you want to love in this way that you think is work, but sometimes it's toxic as hell. It's like, like this idea where some people, like this society is what's done for like a lot of women. It's almost like this really messed up way of thinking that, you know, they're gonna be able to get the things that they want to get without like basically being a piece of shit. And it's like, no, like when you got somebody that's kind of like, you know, a real understanding what a real relationship is, kind of like give and take. It's like, I'm not about to just kind of give to your punk ass. You know, like, you didn't do anything. It's not about earning it or nothing, but it's just like there's no balance. Like, you know, when you put a tire on a car, like if you got 1 ounce on one side of the tire and the other side is like no ounces, at 80 miles per hour, you're gonna rattle your damn teeth out. I would much have balance. It's like sometimes because of the makeup of the tire, it could be one. I wouldn't like if it's 1 ounce. It's got to go on the back anyway. But if one weight might be off on this part, but might be a little bit off on this one, it's like, again, as long as it's balanced, I'm here for it. But that idea is not a thing anymore. And it's like a relationship. There's no compromises. It's like there's no knowledge. I feel like women don't get taught how to handle their emotions and handle a relationship. They don't understand the balance between like head and heart decisions and stuff like that. And like it causes problems. So if you make too many decisions based on your head, you know, again, it's like there's the logic part of it, but then again, there's something's going to suffer because it's not balanced, because your heart, like every decision has to be kind of like the balance of head and heart. And that's just it. So authenticity, I don't know what I even call this video, but I guess relational trauma. Like heal your trauma. Okay, bye.